Recently, I told you about problems with Royal Caribbean's Radiance of the Seas. Now, you'll remember that when the Radiance was repositioning to Alaska, she started having some propulsion problems and underwent some repair work in Vancouver. Well, those repairs didn't get finished in time, and what was supposed to be a delayed cruise to Alaska turned into a canceled cruise, even though there were already passengers on board. Now there's been an itinerary change, and although the reason for the change isn't being given, in all fairness, it may not be Royal Caribbean's fault. The Radiance of the Seas was supposed to visit Skagway, Juneau, Icy Strait Point, Sitka, and the Hubbard Glacier before ending the cruise in Seward. Cruisers were informed that Skagway had been replaced with Haines Alaska. And as I mentioned, they didn't give a reason, but people are speculating that it's because the Skagway cruise port is waiting on a new float for a dock to be delivered, and they only have 3 docks available. So it's very possible that there just wasn't enough room for the Radiance. Now, even though it may not be as well known as Skagway, the substitution port of Haines does offer some fun things to do. Before I tell you about them, let me ask you to please give this video a like and then subscribe to the Backroads Tourist channel. I bring you several videos each week on cruise news and reviews, as well as cruising tips and tricks, and the occasional video on fun, unusual, and quirky places that I visit. It's a fun channel, and I'd love to have you come along with me. Haines is one of those little-known Alaskan gems. When we visited Haines about a year ago, we booked an excursion to the Krishel Wildlife Refuge, and we really had a blast. It's a great way to get up close and personal to a lot of Alaska's native wildlife. We also had some spare time, so we went to the Hammer Museum in Haines. Now, I know what you're thinking, a hammer museum? Well, I'll admit, I thought the same thing, but I was really surprised. It was much more interesting than I thought it would be, and I'd recommend it if you enjoy quirky things like I do. Haines is also home to the American Bald Eagle Foundation. They've got a great museum and a raptor center, and if you're a bald eagle fan, this is the place to go. And as if by magic, you're seeing the links to videos I made for both Krishel's Wildlife Refuge as well as the Hammer Museum in Haines. If you want to see some fun, interesting stuff, click on either of those links. Thanks again for watching today. Please remember to click that thumbs up button and subscribe. I'm Jeff, and I really hope I get to meet you on a future cruise.